Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Filled with wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's bring on the tag team of Andrew Fish Fain, Joe DeFalco, and your host, Mark Hoke.
That was amazing timing. Hey, welcome to the Mark Hoke Show, everybody.
What was the amazing timing?
Andrew Fish Fain, turn the mic on and just cough right into it. That's all right.
I turned away. I didn't even know the mic was on yet.
Yeah, because I turned the mics on like right before we're coming on, you goober. Anyway, we are the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment, even though at times we don't show it. That's all right. We are DeFalco-less today, but I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. Andrew Fish Fain sitting over there with me. What's going on? Other than you're having esophageal issues.
DeFalco withdrawal.
Yeah. Of course, Joe had a big card last night for Feature Stars of Wrestling down at the FSW Arena. Season's beatings. Unfortunately, Joe's not here to tell us about it, but that's okay. And by the way, if you don't have anything to do on New Year's Eve and you're a wrestling fan, you can go down to the FSW Arena. They've got a card where they wrestle right up until midnight. Then have a little hangout. So, check that out if you want to go there. FSWVegas.com. Oh, man. Fish. We already went through Mandy Rose in the first hour and Vince McMahon.
You can never go through Mandy Rose.
And just, you think things are peaceful in WWE. But wait, we're not done.
Not by a long shot.
Nope. Bro, 420, bro. I gotta sell those T-shirts, bro.
I gotta play my bong.
Get rid of Randy Rose because she showed her tatas on a video.
You called her Randy Rose.
No, Mandy.
I know, but you just said Randy.
I'm pretty sure I said Mandy.
You said Randy because you're thinking about Randy Orton.
No.
And RK Bro.
But of course, it's okay to talk about smoking your bong and selling 420 T-shirts to kids and families on a family show.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with 420
for adults. But kids watch the show.
But kids,
if you want to be a family, I'm just going to say this: you want to be a family entertainment show, and you're going to fire somebody for doing a little, showing off the blooms in blurred water. But that's okay. I don't know, brother.
But the problem is kids don't know what 420 means. They know what boobs. They know what boobs are.
Yeah, they do. My daughter's known is 14. She's known what 420 is for quite a while. So don't even give me that. Nope. But here's the big problem that Mr. 420 himself, Matt Riddle, bro failed his second drug test and got sent to rehab.
Oops.
Apparently back, of course, remember Riddle got written off TV for a little while. And
he was supposed to have the big SummerSlam match with Seth Rollins, and it did not happen, and that was why.
Yeah. So Matt Riddle is in a rehab. Like I said, he failed a drug test in the summer ahead of SummerSlam, which screwed that match up, and then was written off TV on December 5th after the beating from the Bloodline.
Not the Bloodline. It was really just from Solo Sikoa.
Well, he's in the Bloodline.
Yeah, but it was really just Solo Sikoa that destroyed him.
Yeah. Well, so Riddle be gone for a while, and
I think it's 6 weeks, isn't it?
What, for rehab?
For how long he's going to be gone for?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I think he'll be back for the Rumble, dude.
Well, hopefully he's sober.
Yes.
But
because if he's not and fails another drug test, he's gone.
He's gone.
But they are not testing for marijuana, so it is not a marijuana failure. They do not test for marijuana, so that's not going to be the issue.
Yeah. So, we've talked about Riddle's personal issues in the past.
His demons, if you will.
Yes, of course, had that little issue with an ex-girlfriend who put up some text messages with him talking about getting messed up and doing bad things, and if things went bad in WWE, he'd want to do porn with her and all this kind of stuff.
He's a bad man.
Just not Mr. Riddle, not in a good place. So as much as we are, ripping him apart a little bit, we want to wish him all the best. Get better. Get off the drugs. But I will say this. With as much as WWE invested, so much as to make a 420 t-shirt for him, do you think they regret it at this point?
No, not at all. I think they've made a ton of money off it. I think they'll continue to make money off it. And I think as long as he doesn't get caught with any more illicit drugs in his system, they'll be fine.
But you cannot push somebody saying as a stoner who you sent to rehab. You can't do that.
Well,
you can't. This is Jeff Hardy all over again.
Not quite.
This is the start of Jeff Hardy all over again.
Not quite. I disagree, because Riddle is, first of all, Riddle ain't taking several 30-foot swanton bombs off the top of ladders all the time.
So that makes this even worse. We don't know what drugs he failed on. Lord knows what he's doing.
The other difference is Jeff Hardy was arrested several times. As far as I know, Matt Riddle has not been arrested.
But here's my point. If you are sending a guy to rehab to get better and get off drugs, you can't bring him back and then make him the 420 guy, dude.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Of course you can. 420 is not illegal.
Didn't say it was illegal, but,
I know, but it's not.
But if you're trying to get a guy, off drugs, the last thing you want to do is make him hype drugs.
No, because you're now what you're saying is that marijuana is a gateway drug, and that is absolutely not true.
Okay,
it is 100% not true.
You can debate that.
It is the myth that people put out there to scare people to stop smoking pot.
But you can't. If someone's trying to be sober, you can't put that in front of them.
No one said he's trying to be sober. What they're trying to get him to do is stop doing whatever drug it was that he was doing, whether it was cocaine, heroin, crank, whatever. Or it could have been PEDs for all we know. I doubt it was PEDs. The point being is, had he been arrested for things like DUI, then yes, you can't do that, because then you cannot promote that. But there was no legal action at all. It's not about breaking the law.
It is not a good idea if you're trying to have someone sober up. To have them talking about anything about drugs.
One is totally different.
Why would you want to even put the temptation out there? And why would you want to even have the guy talk about it?
Because that's his character, and one has nothing to do with the other.
But I will say this: no offense, I don't want my kids smoking marijuana. And WWE, and this is a contradiction. If WWE is going to say we're a family-oriented company, we don't want nudity, we don't want this, we don't want that. You can't do that too.
You can't have Steve Austin drinking beer or talking about Steve Weisers. There's no difference between alcohol and marijuana. They're both the same. They have the same legality. No,
that isn't necessarily true. But all I'm
saying,
it
is 100% true. Then you're being a hypocrite if you think it's okay they're drinking beer but not smoking pot.
Marijuana is not legal federally. I don't want to get into I'm just saying that I'm watching out for the dude. I wouldn't want him. I mean, if it were me, if this was you and you were going to rehab, I wouldn't want you around any drugs. I wouldn't want you around any drugs.
You don't want to be around the drug that you were trying to get off of.
That's going to be your opinion.
And considering marijuana is not addicting, there's no need to go to rehab for it.
There's people that might disagree with you.
And those people are wrong. It is not physically addicting.
I'm saying that if you want to get somebody sober, putting any type of temptation in front of them is not a good idea.
Only if you believe marijuana leads to other drug use, and it doesn't.
Okay. Well, if you want your kids smoking pot and wearing 420 shirts around, that's your call. I don't.
Absolutely. I got no problem with it.
All right.
Drugs are perfectly legal.
But
I think
Matt Riddle's character should be changed, and they should get away from that. You shouldn't be talking about smoking bongs and everything else.
If they do, that
on
will
WWE
ruin that character completely.
Well,
because
they're a different character.
There is no other character that he can play at this point.
Well, then Matt Riddle shouldn't be in professional wrestling, because if he can't, many people have changed their characters a million times. Look at Chris Jericho.
Of course they have, but
do something different. You don't have to be a stoner.
But that's part of what endears him to the fans.
But there's other... If he can't find a way to endear himself to the fans other than acting like a stoner, given the physical talents that he has, you got a problem.
No, the problem is that they are making money hand over fist with that character, and there's no reason for them to stop doing that character.
Well,
if the character was
in rehab, I would disagree.
He's not. Again, he's not in rehab for smoking pot. So one has nothing to do with the other.
Okay, if you believe that, I think you're wrong.
I am 100% correct because once again, pot is not a gateway drug.
Okay, you can say that all day.
Your right-wing politics are showing again.
It's not right-wing politics. I'm watching out for the dude. I'm watching out for the dude. Fish, if this were my kid, I wouldn't want I had to send him to rehab. I wouldn't want him around anything. I don't want them to get high on anything. I want them sober. I want the person to have a good life and a good career. And when you're that deep in a hole, the last thing that you want to do is risk it.
It depends on what drug that they're doing. Again, if he's doing cocaine, then you absolutely keep him away from cocaine.
You don't say to an alcoholic, if there's an alcoholic, you don't say, well, just have a beer. It's not whiskey. Come on.
Well, alcohol's alcohol. There's a difference between alcohol and drugs. You can't. There's the comparison between beer and whiskey and pot and cocaine are totally different.
All right,
100% different.
Whatever you say, and I'm going to leave it at that. Matt, get better. We wish you all the best. What else we got going on here, Fish? Oh, hey, can we actually talk about stuff that happened in the ring?
No. I'm
really?
done. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I will. Because, of course, we had a lot of fun on... Well, actually, I'll mention real quick because it'll lead into what happened on SmackDown, which was what everybody is talking about this week. Hey, Little Miss Bliss! Did you see that? That
Sister Abigail, she almost pulled on Bianca Belair. Love that. So is that the character she's going to come back to be playing as Sister Abigail?
I don't know what she's doing. Something weird is going on in the young lady's mind.
At what point?
So here's what happened. So she wrestled Bayley for the number 1 contenders match for the Raw Women's Championship. It wasn't the best match, by the way.
No, but so I will say this. I was surprised that she won.
Wins the match. Bianca gets in the ring. They go to shake hands, and then they hug, and all of a sudden the Bray Wyatt moth logo pops up on the giant screen, and Alexa goes into the crazy eyes mode and grabs her and turns her from the hug into what would have been a Sister Abigail finishing move, and then catches herself and apologizes and runs out of the ring.
I brought this question up before, and I brought it up with Joe on the air as well. I don't remember his answer nor yours. At what point is it go from a awesome storytelling slow burn to a, oh my God, they're dragging this out?
I don't think they're there yet. Because this is going to be very highly developed.
I know, I agree.
I think you got to be careful with it. You have to be careful.
Individually with Alexa Bliss, I agree. But I'm talking about it's taken so long since Bray Wyatt came back. I mean, he hasn't even had a match yet.
No.
And since he came back.
LA Knight kicked him this week. That was fun.
It's been so long since they brought the idea of these characters coming to life and them actually just developing who those characters are.
But I think that with something like this, it has to be taken slowly.
I agree, but at what point is it, oh my God, would you just do it already?
I don't think they're there yet.
Okay.
I think they're quite a bit from that. Given the fact that they could be assembling a whole crew of miscreants.
Well,
I guess we'll call them.
You would like to think that when they knew they were bringing Bray Wyatt back, they knew who they were going to have as his miscreants.
Yeah, and they're slowly revealing bit by bit, as we will get into. But apparently, Little Miss Bliss has got a little bit of Mr. Wyatt stuck inside the brain.
Apparently, so it doesn't look like it's because the original thought was it was going to be Liv Morgan. It looks like it's going to be Alexa Bliss is going to be part of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, this will be fun.
Yes, it will.
But, yeah, God, boy, I got to say, by the way,
she plays it very well.
CBSSports.com, which is where I get all my WWE reviews, has an amazing picture of her. If you want to see the look in her eye, it's when she was holding Bianca. Perfect picture. Great job. Great job. I love CBSSports.com WWE coverage. They do unbelievable work. So I'll tell you what, because I don't want to start something and take a break, I want to make sure we get into what else went on with Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. Plus, a certain Superman showed up as well. But I also want to remind everybody, hey, if you need legal help, got a good friend, Dutch Boyd, with VegasCounsel.com. If you want to go check him out, I would certainly appreciate that. Of course, maybe if you got hung up in this FTX thing, Dutch will be able to help you out because one of his specialties is cryptocurrency. Also deals in personal injury, business law, intellectual property, and so much more. And you get a free consultation if you mention that you heard about it on the Mark Hoke Show. So just go to VegasCounsel.com. It's spelled COUNSEL, like as in a counselor, not as in a Council of Trent. Did you like that? Go to VegasCounsel.com and get some help with whatever you need in the legal field with my good friend and 3-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner, Dutch Boyd. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll get into Bray Wyatt and his crazy uncle. We've all got crazy uncles, but I think Bray's is a little over the top. We'll talk about that and so much more when we come back on the Mark Hoke Show on KDWN 101.5 FM, 720 AM. The Talk of Las Vegas. Stick around. We'll be right back. When it comes to having the right attorney in your corner, you want to have a proven winner on your side. And Russell Dutch Boyd of VegasCounsel.com knows how to win in Las Vegas. Boyd graduated at 18 years old from law school and is also a 3-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. And no matter what legal challenges you're facing, Boyd will help you through it all. As a litigation attorney, he covers multiple areas of law, including personal injury, business law and startup, cyber law, and crypto clients, and whatever else you might need to navigate the legal waters of Las Vegas and beyond. Just visit VegasCounsel.com to set up your free initial consultation today. That's VegasCounsel.com and let Dutch Boyd help you win today. Once again, that's Russell Boyd at VegasCounsel.com.
.101.5 FM KDWN. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back on KDWN 101.5 FM 720 AM Talk of Las Vegas. The station's so nice, it's on that dial twice. That means you get to hear us all over the place. Plus, you get to hear us on KDWN.com and the Odyssey app. My God, isn't that amazing?
Hot diggity, dog diggity. Boom, what you do to me.
It is incredible. Boy, could you imagine back in the 70s? And you just kind of had to catch people when you caught them and have your tape recorder ready to go. Not anymore. That internet thing, it's amazing. You should check it out sometime. Best in pro wrestling news and entertainment here on the Mark Hoke Show. I'm Mark Hoke along with Andrew Fish Fain. Joe DeFalco not with us today, recovering from his season's beatings from the FSW Arena last night. But, of course, if you want to meet us, we are going to be at Unique Eats, 3100 South Durango, today from noon to 1:30. It's going to be a blast.
From noon to 1:30.
15% off your bill. Live jazz.
Do they have to mention us to get the 15%
Yeah,
off
just
their
come
bill?
and say hi to us and we'll get you hooked up.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I don't want people who just happen to show up not to see us to get the 15%
Yeah, you got to
off
come
their
say
bill.
hi to us.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll let you slap Mark around.
No, I don't need that right now.
That's why we're going to let them do it.
No, bad idea, Fish. Very bad. But live jazz, I mean, mimosas, booze, all sorts of great stuff. We're going to do some giveaways, give you a couple gift certificates away. It's going to be a great time. And, we're just looking forward to having some good food and meeting our friends and family and fans of the Mark Hoke Show over at Unique Eats. Once again, 3100 South Durango, Suite 100. It's right on the end of the shopping center there on Durango.
Come on down and get some good food.
Great food. Dominic Tedesco is internationally known for his pizzas.
Yes, he is.
And not only do you get amazing omelets, sandwiches, pasta, and by the way, I had this Amore Italiano Eggs Benedict a couple weeks ago. My God. Wow. I don't know if I've had an Eggs Benedict that good in my life. And I'm dead serious. Incredible. The pizzas are fantastic. You're going to have a great time, and you get to hang out with wrestling fans. I mean, what more do you want? So come on down. We would love to see you in a little bit here, just a few hours away. About, 3.5 hours, and we'll see you over at 2.5 hours.
I was going to say, do them at 2.5.
And join us.
3.5 hours, we'll still be there.
Yeah, we'll still be there. But, yeah, come on over and join us, and we will see you there. All right. So we were getting into Smackdowny Down Wednesday night's or Friday night's edition, and it was actually pretty good.
Yes, it was.
Overall. Can't say it was perfect.
Still can't figure out why there was a masked woman attacking Tegan Nox.
Why not? Apparently Triple H isn't too happy with some of the people that came back. But
we don't know who.
But Tegan just showed up, so we can't get on
right,
the case quite yet.
And I had no problem with, see, it's not the attack that I had the problem with. It's who they chose to do the attack for no freaking reason.
Well, maybe there's some NXT carryover. I don't know. Who knows? A lot of these people Triple H is bringing back were not on the main roster.
But this is not someone that he brought back. She never left.
Well, I'm just saying they all were in NXT. Who knows? Maybe Johnny Gargano will do some attacking too. But yeah, Xylee attacked Tegan Nox,
cost them their tag team championship.
That's it.
The women's tag team championship.
Supposedly. I don't know about that.
Are they overbooking Damage Control?
I don't know what they're doing with Damage Control because
they're on every show all the time.
Well, they're the women's tag team champions. They have to be on all the shows.
But they're on more than the Usos. They're on more than anybody on WWE TV.
I guess they're.
Are they over? But that's my question. Are they overbooking them?
I don't know. It's a pretty hot property. You got Bad Bad Bailey. Everybody loves Bad Bad Bailey.
Yep.
I remember I was at that SmackDown when she stabbed the Bailey buddies. That happened here in Las Vegas. And I'm sitting there with my daughter. I looked at her like, uh-oh, it's Bad Bad Bailey. And I think they should have gone with that. I think it's pretty good, Bad Bad Bailey.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
she's bad Bailey Brown.
Yeah.
Baddest gal in the whole darn town.
There you go. But yeah.
I did that without swearing, too.
Yes, you did. So we had that. We had L.A. Knight.
No, that's L.A. Knight.
Had an unfortunate incident with the dreaded Uncle Howdy, who he insisted was Bray Wyatt. But guess what?
Nope.
You know that uncle that you don't want to show up at the family picnic?
He showed up.
Kind of looks a little rough and smells bad. Yeah, there he was. The dreaded Uncle Howdy we've seen in all the promos walked out and just laughed. And LA Knight's freaking out after he beat up on Bray Wyatt. Saying, it wasn't me. Well, I guess sort of it wasn't him.
Did we get any clue as to who is Uncle Howdy?
No. It's Bo Dallas.
I think so, too.
I had a better idea. I had a better... No, Barry just had a heart attack.
Yes, I know.
Come on. You can't put Barry out there. But does everybody remember, as I reminded them on Twitter, at Mark Hoke Show, by the way, he does have another uncle. Kendall Windham.
Yeah.
There is another uncle.
I understand that.
A black sheep of the family, sort of. You remember Barry, but you forget about Kendall.
Because, there was talk about that the all the characters that were in the Funhouse were actually former characters that Bray Wyatt had played.
Right.
like because Huskus was Husky Harris.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering who Uncle Howdy was.
I don't know, but I think it's Bo Dallas. I think we all think it's Bo Dallas. The size of the person now, it could be somebody totally different. They could just dress somebody up for the night.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And yeah.
But I would lean towards Bo Dallas.
I mean, and this is again leads back to my question from last
real life
segment.
brother.
I know, but this goes back to my question from last segment. How long do they drag this out? How long do they bring out a guy in an Uncle Howdy costume and not show you who it is?
You could drag that out for quite a while, actually. Not knowing who this crazed maniac is.
See, I
mean, this could go.
Part
this
of
could
it's
be
because
like
I
all
don't
the way to
have
WrestleMania.
I don't have the patience for it. I want to know who Uncle Howdy is.
See, you gotta chill out. You and everybody on the internet, and all of you guys that are in the microwave age of "give it to me now."
First of all,
I
I'm
need
older
it, I
than
need
you,
it, I need
so
it.
don't start me with that.
I'm just saying. I would rather that this be put in a casserole. All the nice little ingredients hand cut, put together, and slow roasted in the oven at 400 for 60 minutes. I don't want this nuked. You can't nuke this. If you nuke this, you'll ruin it. Now, you can't leave it in the oven for 2 hours because you'll burn it.
I know, and I'm not suggesting they nuke it, but at this point, it wouldn't have been nuked because they've already been taking their time.
Yeah, they're on the right pace, I think, with this. I really do. I think
they're
okay.
I think they're going a little too slow.
Well,
I don't think, like I said, I wasn't expecting him to come out and take off the mask on Friday, and that was it. But I think so far, there's not even a talk of there being a Wyatt 6.
No, and there shouldn't be.
There absolutely should be. It should at least.
I don't care if
mentioned
it's a
in
Wyatt
passing.
6 or anything. Just because personally, I think 6 is too many. Just keep it at 4. 4 is a good number.
But they haven't trademarked Wyatt for him. Besides that, at least get Bray Wyatt in the freaking ring. He's been back for almost 2 months, or over 2 months.
Coming, I would think. But you're trying. They're going to establish some psychotic thing and take it from there. So I'm okay with where it's at. I really am. Now that Uncle Howdy has walked out, now we know there's an Uncle Howdy.
We knew there was an Uncle Howdy when he was on the screen.
Well, we thought it might have been an alter ego. It's not an alter ego.
No,
this
Bray
is a
was in the
person.
ring talking to him at one point.
Yeah, but it's on video. You could talk to somebody. You could put up we had 2 Eliases on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, but you could
right?
have anybody dressed up as an Uncle Howdy, and
you
it could still be Bray Wyatt.
It could. See, that's the fun part. You don't know yet. Maybe there will be 6 Bray Wyatt personalities that you'll have to deal with.
By the way, that was part of the discussion, too. That could be possible.
Who knows? But, so Uncle Howdy showed up. There you go. Do you like the costume, by the way?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Barbed wire around the top hat.
Sometimes it gets a little too dark to see, so.
Yeah, well, they're keeping that pretty creepy. Someone who probably wishes he had some barbed wire in his hands, by the way, before we get into who else showed up on SmackDown. We had a tag team match.
6-person tag team match. 3-team tag team match.
A triple threat match
to
determine a new number 1 contender for the World Tag Team Championships.
The next fodder for the Usos.
We got Hit Row, the Viking Raiders, and Legado del Fantasma. And boy, do I feel for Top Dolla. Top Dolla.
Almost Big Eat It.
They cleared the ring out so Top Dolla could do a little dive off the top rope on everybody. Top Dolla was formerly an offensive lineman. He's not a small man, and I'm sure he's done this 100 times.
I would hope so.
But he went over the rope.
I guarantee he's not going to do it 101st time.
But he did not go over the rope properly, and it was caught his foot, and it was a bad, bad botch. Of course, everybody still rolled over like a bunch of bowling pins, and he jumped up like he did something, but he actually didn't even get over the apron.
The fact that he wasn't hurt.
He was lucky.
Completely.
He was very lucky. But the stunning part after a massive botch like that to me was Hit Row won the match. They won the match. So Hit Row is going to be taking them on. But here's the problem. If you are going to be wrestling for the championships. You better look good in the ring. And after a botch as bad as that, I would not have been surprised if they hadn't called an audible.
Yeah, and had Legado del Fantasma or the Viking Raiders, either one of them. And the funny thing is if they would have said the Viking Raiders won the match, I could see the Viking Raiders dethroning the Usos. I can't see Hit Row.
Well, they've been a comedy act.
Exactly.
You know, they, of course, if you don't know about Hit Row, you know, they were brought up to the main roster a while back
with Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Yeah, Swerve Strickland, who's in AEW now, and
he was Swerve Scott in WWE, wasn't he? Okay, good.
They were let go within 2 weeks. Vince just let them go.
Well, the funny thing is, they weren't let go together. They were let go one at a time.
Yeah. B-Fab got let go, and then everybody else got sent packing.
Top Dolla and Ashanti, the Adonis.
Yeah, they were brought back by Triple H, and all they've been doing is kind of hanging around with the Street Profits
and jobbing.
Yeah, it's just You know, this was supposed to be your African-American group that everybody was supposed to be getting into, and they just haven't done anything with them.
Is there a legit team, that you think could legitimately beat the Usos right now?
That's a good question.
I mean, because we had the question about who could legitimately defeat Roman Reigns, who could legitimately beat the Usos, who is believable to beat the Usos.
Here's the team it will be. It will be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yes, I know that's who we know it's going to be, but right now they are not a team. So
right now, no.
I mean, could you see the Street Profits doing it?
They already did that, so no.
Could you see the New Day doing it?
They already did that, no.
Yeah, I mean, the Viking Raiders are the one team that I think are strong enough and powerful enough that could do it.
And
of
course, they booked them so badly. They're trying to repackage them and move them up. Which, yeah, I mean,
when they were
they're
War
a great
Machine,
team.
They were incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And they screwed them up. And they turned them into Viking bowlers.
Yes, oh God, that was just so bad. They need to bring back Akam and Razor.
They did skits with the Viking Raiders. If you don't know who they
and
are,
the Street Profits, yes.
Large, massive Vikingly men,
and they bowled,
and they ended up getting into a challenge with the Street Profits, and were doing lawn darts and bowling, and
whatever happened to the
Tiddlywinks
what were they? The what was the name of Akam and Razor? What the hell was the name of the team?
The AOP.
AOP, yeah. Authors of Pain,
AOP.
thank you.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to them?
That whole fiasco that they tried to start their own company and it bombed out. And
yeah, but I mean, before
they got misbooked again.
For a while, they came out with Seth Rollins.
They brought him up to the main roster a while back with Paul Ellerling as the new Road Warriors kind of guys. And then they ditched Ellerling first.
And they got Drake Maverick to be their leader.
It's ridiculous.
Right, and then they were, but remember, they were like muscle for Seth Rollins for a while.
And they did nothing.
No, and they were
terrible booking.
I bring them up because they're a team that you could legitimately see beating the Usos.
Right. But, Vince doesn't like tag teams. That's the way it goes.
It's like Pretty Deadly. You could bring them up to the main roster. They're not beating the Usos.
No, not yet. But they're pretty good. I give them props. They're a good team. But yeah, we're getting ready for the big heel turn. It's going to be fun. The face turn for Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I was saying heel turn. I don't know who you were referring to.
You can heel turn. You can heel face. It's all right. You can be heely face or facey heel.
You could be Usi.
Yeah, or you could just be Usi. Well, speaking of that, then we're gonna get into what's gonna be going on here on the last return of SmackDown this week, and yes, it does involve said
who actually used the term Usi.
Yep, we can say Usi all day long. And it's all good.
I believe he said Sammy in his oosiness.
Yes. It's now a verb. It's like, well, I can't say that word on the radio. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back for more on the Mark Hoke Show. Andrew Fish, Fain, I'm Mark Hoke. Stick around as we wrap it up here. The best in pro wrestling news and entertainment on the Mark Hoke Show. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Mark Hoke. Has out-of-control inflation, gas prices, and grocery costs wrecked your wallet? Then check into automated day trading with Trading Made Easy. Trading Made Easy has spent 5 years helping people put cash in their pockets with their simple-to-use day trading software. So if you're ready to leave that 9-to-5 job behind, visit TradingMadEasy.com or call 800-971-4160 to sign up for a free live training seminar right now. That's TradingMadEasy.com. Tired of the same boring food when you're out for breakfast or lunch? I'm Mark Hoke, and I have an idea for a different place to go with unique food you're sure to enjoy, and that's Unique Eats. Take some time out of your busy day and stop on in to Unique Eats, featuring celebrity chef Dominic Tedesco and his friendly staff. Whether it's a great start to your day with one of Unique Eats' amazing omelets, or lunch with his incredible sandwiches, pasta, and award-winning pizzas, you'll be in for a fantastic dining experience that won't break the bank. Unique Eats also features a smoothie bar and full vegetarian menu as well. Plus, if you need catering, you can count on Unique Eats no matter what the occasion. So what are you waiting for? Get on over to Unique Eats at 3100 South Durango, Suite 100, open daily until 3 p.m. Call them at 702-992-3038 or visit UniqueEatsLV.com for their full menu and catering info. Break out of the same old routine and have a great meal at Unique Eats today.
1015 FM KDWN. You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
That's me, everybody. What's going on? The best in pro wrestling news and entertainment from around the planet. If they had wrestling on Mars, we'd dominate there too.
Oh, absolutely.
But thank you for listening. We do appreciate you listening to Mark Hoke Show. I'm Mark Hoke, Andrew, Fish, Fain.
That's me.
And Fish, I'm going to make some money for people right now. And I'm dead serious right now. Get your computer, get on your phone. Because one of the companies that we work with, betonline.ag, if you get on their Twitter right now, they put up this thing earlier in the day about the World Cup that says if France comes back to hoist the trophy, we'll give a $100 free play to 5 random people who retweet this. If Mbappe scores, we'll double it. Mbappe has scored 3 times in this final. They're 3-3 at the moment. So hop on your Twitter machine and follow betonline.ag and retweet that. You can win $200. And here's the really good part.
I'm retweeting it right now. Hold on.
Now here's the even better part. How much more money do you want? You want $500 more? Go to the Mark Hoke Show. Go to markhokeshow.com. Click on the banner where you see for BetOnline AG, because you can bet on wrestling. And the great part is they'll match 50% up to $1,000. So if you put $1,000 on that account right now, you're going to get $500. I can make you $700 right now.
And not only that, the odds are pretty good. It's only been retweeted 149 times.
Man.
So that means right now you have 5 out of 149 chances.
That's not bad.
If France wins.
Viva la France. Even though I picked Argentina on SportsX Radio, which will be on tomorrow night.
And they are actually doing penalty kicks.
So what I want you guys to do, seriously.
I didn't think they'd do penalty kicks in a gold medal game.
Do that, retweet that, and go to markhokeshow.com. You put in that bonus code that's on there, because you got to get, for us to get credit for it, we need you to go to our site first. Click on that banner, sign up for an account. You put $1,000 in, you get $500. Plus, if you win this, you get $700. What more can I do for these people, Fish? What more can I do?
You don't want me to answer that.
No.
You know what you could do?
I'm not doing anything on OnlyFans.
No, but you know what you could do?
What?
Is you could bring back the most popular WWE superstar of all time.
You could book that. All time? I think you're stretching it.
Okay, maybe not the most popular, but how about the most well-known?
No.
The man who carried the company for 10 years.
I guarantee you that Hulk Hogan would win the key score on that.
Yeah, okay, the man who carried the company for 10 years.
But the man who carried WWE's back for a while.
Yes. That's the best I could do.
So, of course, we had a little fun with the Bloodline. We were going to make Sami Zayn a real oos.
We think.
A real oos. He got a suit.
He had the hair in the bun.
Bunned the hair, which is still questionable. Shaved the beard down. Looking good. And he came out to the ring at the end of the show on SmackDown. And All the bloodlines looking at
Roman
him.
Reigns told Chicago to acknowledge him.
And then Roman Reigns looks at Sami Zayn and says, "We have a problem." And poor Sami's all brokenhearted. Like somebody kicked his puppy. And says, "We've got a problem with this Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is causing us issues. That means we've all got a problem." And Sami slipped up and said that Kevin was his friend. Roman didn't like that either. Then Roman said, "Here's what we're going to do. You and I are going to team up, and we're going to face Kevin Owens and whoever he wants to team up with."
Because he has no friends.
He's got no friends. He's a loner. He's a backstabber. So all of a sudden on the video, John Cena's on the video, the former WWE champion, multiple times, movie star, TV star, says, "Hey, I didn't know I had this streak thing going. I've wrestled for 19 straight years in a match in WWE, but I haven't wrestled one yet this year."
You mentioned the fact that he got a text from his friend Kevin Owens.
Well, yeah, we're getting there. I got a text from my buddy Kevin Owens
that said, "Do you realize?"
You gotta. And he said, "You know what? It's me and Kevin Owens on the last episode of
December
SmackDown.
30th.
December 30th. It's going to be Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens and John Cena." Fish, you excited for this match?
I actually am. Because we know that the face turn is coming. We don't know if that's going to be the night that it happens.
Yes. Eventually, Sami is going to be turning on the bloodline.
I think it happens at the Royal Rumble.
I think this would be well, I don't know. We'll find out. But
because I think this match sets up Owens and Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble.
This will be a safe night to do it because John Cena's there. You won't get killed, hopefully.
Hey, if Cena wins, we riot.
Yeah. But, yeah, so John Cena will be back on the last edition of SmackDown for the year. And this will be fun. It'll be fun to see Roman and Cena in the ring. And I was actually there the last time they fought when they were at SummerSlam a year ago.
Yeah.
That was a blast. Yeah, I watched Cena get clobbered and then lose and then get clobbered
I will say
by Lesnar too. It was a bad night for Big John.
I will say the promo by John Cena was a little weird.
Oh, I thought it was fine.
When he started bringing up all the emojis. And he said eggplant emoji,
it was
peach emoji. Yeah, I know.
It was a joke.
I get it, but...
Well, just because you have no sense of humor.
Yeah, that's what it is. I have no sense of humor.
You're not funny. You're not funny at all. Eggplant, peach. There you go. Pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then peacemaker emoji.
Yes. But John Cena will be back, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, that should be portending to him being a part of WrestleMania this year.
And probably the Royal Rumble.
I wouldn't put him in the Rumble match. I don't think so.
Do you still have The Rock in the Rumble?
I don't think The Rock should be in the Rumble either. I think that should just be straight up challenge him. Let somebody else win the Rumble.
Because it's not, they don't have WrestleMania set yet. And, the plans have been talked about that Roman Reigns will defend on both nights.
So Cody wins. Cody
fights him on Saturday night. Yeah. He'll be in the Rumble. So Cody fights him on Saturday night. The Rock fights him on Sunday night. The other match that they've talked about, which I know you're excited about, is Brock Lesnar and Gunther.
Yes. They're talking about that. Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, just absolutely tore Ricochet apart for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, poor Ricochet.
Oh, Gunther is something, man. I have a dream match if I could. Something I wanted to do with you guys is make a bunch of dream matches. And I have a dream match for Gunther. But I'm not going to say what it is.
Okay.
Because I'm going to save that for the year.
There was like a flip or a 450 splash or something that Ricochet was going to do that in the middle of it, Gunther just chopped the hell out of him. It just
didn't work out. Didn't work out.
Holy good Lord.
Yeah, go check that out.
They made Ric Flair chops look weak.
Yeah. Gunther does that. If you've never seen the matches with him and Ilya Dragunov in NXT, something else, to say the least. Hey, while we're wrapping up, by the way, I do want to mention, by the way, on betonline.ag, you can bet on wrestling. And right now, you can bet on who is going to be the AEW World Champion at the end of 2023. They've left MJ off the board for the men, but everybody else is available for the women. So you can do that right now. It's a lot of fun. Sammy Guevara is a plus 6,600 if you want to bet on the Spanish God. But also, once again, we're going to be out at Unique Eats in just a little while, noon to 12:30, 3100 South Durango, Suite 100. So make sure you come on out and join us there. We would certainly appreciate it. We're going to have a great time. It's 15% off your meal. Jazz, we're giving away some gift certificates, all sorts of cool stuff. So please come on out and join us at Unique Eats, 3100 South Durango. Fish, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. See you at Unique Eats.
All right. And that's going to wrap it up for us on The Mark Hoke Show. Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show, markhokeshow.com for all the show information. And, of course, those podcasts, markhokeshow.podbean.com. Subscribe today. And subscribe to us on YouTube, too. We want to boost that channel up because everybody's doing the podcasts and not doing YouTube. So go to YouTube, too. You can listen to us there at The Mark Hoke Show. Check it out. All right. That's it for us. We'll see you at Unique Eats a little bit, and we'll see you next week on The Mark Hoke Show. Have a great Sunday in Las Vegas.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.